Hi everyone, it's Becky here. So welcome to another new video on my YouTube channel. And today I want to do a sketchbook tour of two of my sketchbooks from mid-year 2023, which is last year. So both of these sketchbooks are the Speedball brand HandBook watercolor journal. Okay, let's begin reviewing my spring and early summer 2023. So this is kind of like a title page. I started with a really loose and happy cafe sketch of my latte, a little donut, and the countertop of the cafe somewhere in downtown Vancouver. I didn't write down the name of that cafe. And the cherry blossoms right outside the Burrard SkyTrain station. This part of the city is really famous that a lot of people like to go there and take pictures with the cherry blossoms. Next page spread. I think this one is a really successful page design of art journaling. So when you're sketching pretty much anything, you can choose to use your creative license to frame your scenery any way that you like. For me, I frame these with my intuition, okay? So I kind of pulled this house and the cherry tree a little closer to me, draw them nice and big. And this one, I just decided to do the cherry tree and a few cars behind it and not the house above, okay? So you can be very selective when you're composing a page. And then food and drinks surrounding the sceneries. Some more. Yeah, this one, again, is the same view outside my reading room window. This one is just the tree and the street. This one, I included the top of the tree's canopy and the houses behind. Okay, so same sceneries, you can choose to frame it in different ways. Garlics and a ceramic soup bowl. Sketching at Queen Elizabeth Park in Vancouver. Beautiful spring day and hundreds of houses down there. So I had to simplify using loose shapes, mostly rectangles and triangles for the roofs, including foreground elements, these two ladies and a bulldog, just to draw the viewers in. More cherry blossoms from outside my windows, along with a cup of tea in the afternoon. Sketching at Granville Square, right outside the waterfront station. Beautiful, soothing colors of pinks. And some more. Again, you can choose to frame the same view in different ways. So this is the same view outside the north window of my reading room, which is exactly the same as this one. This one, I pulled everything a little closer to me. And this one, I just pushed everything a little bit more further away. So I have a broader scenery that includes more houses and a grand little panorama. Okay, and a Sunday class done live on Zoom of tea and tea packages and a soaked tea bag. Sketching on the second floor of the River Market in New Westminster. So I love this little bird eye view that all of the boats and everything else are looking so dynamic and three-dimensional from a higher level rather than from ground level. This one was super fun to do. And then a super mundane view of a parking lot of a little shopping plaza in my neighborhood, along with a cup of coffee and a sub sandwich, teriyaki chicken flavor. Next page, some more happy spring views outside my windows. These birds dancing on the branches, dancing and singing on the branches of the maple tree outside my reading room window. More Legos and having brunch at the Honeybee Brunchonette in East Vancouver on the edge of Chinatown. So ordered pancakes and a little pot of tea and capturing these colorful heritage buildings in the neighborhood of Strathcona, right outside the cafe. A sketch demo for my Sunday class live on Zoom. On April the 28th, I sketched at Darts Hill Garden in South Surrey, very close to the Canada and US border. This one was fun but also challenging to kind of define these abstract organic shapes of foliage and leaves A lot of very similar colors, like the greens. Just playing with different values and tones. Next page, rhododendrons blooming in my backyard every spring. And then sketching a little pack of goldfish crackers. Sunset sky outside my window. Another different way to frame the same scenery. Cup of Starbucks. Sketching at Kislano Beach in Vancouver on May the 3rd. We're moving into warmer days. And I can't wait for spring and summer to come again. So we have longer days. Again, playing with framing. And also including people to add a strong sense of narrative to the scenery rather than just landscapes and cityscapes only. Sketching at my neighborhood park of the late cherry blossoms. A demo page live on Zoom with my Sunday class. More little sceneries outside my windows. This one is the blooming crab apple tree. Sketching at a favorite cafe on Commercial Drive in Vancouver. Fresh spring leaves and a man reading in the sunshine along with a cup of coffee. So after that cafe sketch, I wandered around the neighborhood on Commercial Drive in the inner streets, capturing a teal-colored heritage house. I think it's really fun to go up the stairs and all the way, and another level of staircase to get to the front door. Sunday class demo live on Zoom of the Starbucks house in my neighborhood. Some more daily sketches, food and drinks, fresh spring leaves observed from my windows. And some more sketching at waterfront of the sea and the mountains. Lion Skate Bridge connecting Stanley Park and North Vancouver. Next page, more sunny day sketches. These are the iris flowers blooming in the courtyard in my neighborhood on May the 21st. And then Dudu arrived at our house on May the 22nd, 2023. So this was done on the second day that he arrived. On the first day when Dudu arrived, he was hiding. And it's very hard to see and sketch him. So I sketched Dudu on the second day, Tuesday, May the 23rd. And at the same time, our own pot of iris flowers bloomed. I think on the same day that Dudu arrived. Little Dudu, the 2-month-old kitten, napping on our couch. More food and drinks, and a lovely gradient of a sunset sky. Another Dudu stretching out on the couch. More fresh spring greens. Sunday class demo live on Zoom. And yeah, more Dudu and the beautiful, refreshing skies in early June 2023. Visiting Fort Langley for the very first time on a sunny day. I think it was on the first or second day of June, sketching this corner building, which is a bookstore and a cafe. So we had lunch and coffee there. After that, I sketched this from the other side of the street. And sketching an old ceramic clock, probably from the 1920s, from 100 years ago. And I bought this from a second-hand store a long time ago. I just love it. Beautiful design. Sketching at Town, capturing the light and shadows of the early summer greens and some Canada geese. Cafe sketch somewhere in Vancouver. Sunset sky. So as you can see, sunset was around 9:15 to 9:20 in June. Can't wait for the longer days. Some more at-home sketches. Chinese basil leaves, great for salads and with meat. A sketch demo for my Sunday class of the Town quayside. A little panorama done at Boundary Bay Regional Park, which is really close to the Canada and US border. Located at Tawasin, the greens, the yellow greens, lots of yellow ochres, and the beautiful sea, and the clouds in the distance. And more Dudu, the adorable Dudu, and strawberries, an empty mason jar that used to be holding buckwheat honey. Another naughty Dudus, napping gesture, wriggling in the bed. A demo for my Sunday class on June the 18th. Cafe sketch on summer solstice, which was Wednesday, June the 21st in 2023. Just a really warm and cozy cafe on a rainy day. I love this little hippo pot of cactus right in there. Sketching around the neighborhood of this cafe afterwards, and Dudu. So on June the 23rd, it was a bright sunny day after the rain. So me and my parents and our family friends strolled around Stanley Park, and we kind of stopped at Lost Lagoon. These clouds are so puffy, they kind of look like popcorns. Afterwards, we had coffee at Cordero Cafe, close by Stanley Park. Very colorful heritage building. Sketching at Boundary Bay Regional Park again. And then the next day I had A&W for lunch, little snacks and Dudu's cat food, cherries, seaweed, a little panorama done at Brunswick Point in Tawasin, very close to the Canada and US border, capturing all of these charming hues of pinks, peachy colors, purples and violets. And that's it for this sketchbook. Okay, so the next sketchbook is the one that I filled from July the 1st to August 26, 2023, less than 2 months. All right, flipping through to the first page spread. Of course, I want to start the first page with Dudu napping on the couch on a little mat. And the summertime view outside my reading room window. Sketching on Bowen Island, just outside the snug cafe. It was steaming hot that day. Capturing some people quickly enjoying their lunches and then moved away really fast. This is the sunset on Bowen Island. I think the date was on July the 5th, on a Wednesday. It was steaming hot. So I took a nap on the beach while waiting for the sunset. And I spent exactly 1 hour to draw and paint this little panorama, capturing the rhythm of the moving water, the lapping water of the sea, and also the beautiful gradient of the sunset sky. Lots of driftwoods and rocks in the foreground. Sketching at Nemesis Coffee in Gastown, one of my favorite cafes in Vancouver. They have the best croissant, and their latte is pretty nice too. Yeah, on the same day, I moved on to waterfront to sketch the colder colors of the sea and the mountains. This is like a shaded area. There was a cruise ship in the distance, getting ready to sail for Alaska. Sketching at another Nemesis Coffee on East 2nd Avenue, right outside Emily Carr University. And this time I tried a strawberry croissant with a cup of latte, sketch demo for my Sunday class live on Zoom. Next page spread, a little panorama of the kids market on Granville Island. So it was in the middle of the summer and most part of the island was so busy with locals and tourists. So I decided to move on to this much quieter spot. More at-home sketches and also Dudu's various gestures. Next page spread, sketching at home, having a lot of iced coffee to stay cool in the summer. There's a demo for my Sunday class. Sketching at New Westminster Quay at one of my favorite cafes. It's the Craft Cafe. So I ordered a cup of iced mocha and a lot of people bathing in the sun on this very hot summer day. Sketching at Centennial Beach at the Boundary Bay Regional Park. It was low tide. As you can see, there are a lot of pebbles. Just tiny bit of water and puddles. Some more Boundary Bay Regional Park sketches, being selective. Peaches and coffee and these flying clouds outside my window. A really fun sketch demo for my Sunday class live on Zoom. So salt and pepper shaker and creamer, some homemade cookies from a family friend, and blueberries. Dudu. This is the, I think this is the first time that I tried a sailor's fountain pen. My first sketch of using the sailor's fountain pen was actually this one, the sketch of Dudu on July the 24th, 2023. And then we started our first summertime trip to Vancouver Island on July the 26th. This is the sunrise sky observed from the ferry. It was very windy that morning. And our first stop was Duncan. The Duncan is a little city that's really famous for their totem poles. So I sketched at this little plaza using my sailor's fountain pen. Yep, first urban sketch using sailor's fountain pen was brown ink from Noodlers. Sketching a Nanaimo harbor, the sunset scenery. Sketching at the Vault Cafe in Nanaimo. That was the next day, having breakfast there. Capturing the dappled light and shadows on this pink building. And 2 men was a dog. And sketching at a really famous location on Vancouver Island. This area is called Coombs on Vancouver Island, and they have this market with goats on roof. So they always have these goats grazing on the grass on the rooftop of the marketplace. So you can find tutorial videos of these pages if you scroll down on the main page of my channel page. All right, some more sketches on Vancouver Island around Nanaimo. Coming back home, sketching Dudu. August the 1st, cafe sketch at the Starbucks in my neighborhood. This one was a pretty challenging sketch of the Canby Bridge at Yaletown. Yeah, a pretty tricky perspective. So I had to use a pencil to start a very quick blueprint and then draw with my sailor's fountain pen. Thursday, August the 3rd, sketching at home, staying away from the heat, Dudu, and some wild apples harvested from our neighborhood. Next page, again having brunch at Honeybee Brunch and Knit in East Vancouver. Sketching with my Sunday class, live on Zoom. Another trip to Vancouver Island on August the 7th. To Nanaimo again. So this one was a sunrise sketch from 6:30 to 7. So it took me about 30 minutes to draw and paint this view right in front of me on the ferry. Some fellow passengers and these stripes of clouds. And sketching at the French Creek Harbor, close to Qualicum Beach, capturing the boats and the reflections, the shades of blues and violets for the water, lots of seagulls. Sketching this sweet smoked salmon that we got from the Old Country Market. And Dudu traveled with us. Yeah, this clock tower building at Qualicum Beach. The Old Schoolhouse Arts Center at Qualicum Beach. The weather was not super ideal, but the cloud forms were very interesting to capture. This is the a little plaza called Choham Village at Qualicum Beach. Yeah, so these buildings are, it's kind of like a little village from Europe. Very nice style that I love. And then finally, we got to go to Tofino. It was a 4-hour drive from the Qualicum Beach area. And the weather was overcast. It was not the best weather, but I still managed to find inspirations by having lunch first, and then sketching some fellow travelers in front of me, the view outside the cafe window, and then spending 25 minutes on the beach at Tofino before we really had to go and catch the ferry, which was another 4-hour drive to the ferry terminal. And sunset skies observed from the ferry window on the way home. Back home again, sketching Dudu. And the sunset sky outside my window. A jar of sauerkraut that I bought from Qualicum Beach. My neighborhood Starbucks sketch. capturing the warmth of a sunny day as well as the shadows. Shadows are always making a scenery really dramatic. Sketching at Boundary Bay Regional Park again. I still remember that day. I really wanted to capture these little houses, and then it was high tide time, so I had to run away before engulfed by the high tide. And Dudu and my Starbucks iced coffee. Another cafe sketch at Stir Coffee House in Langley, which is a little village in the south part of Vancouver. Some more sketches. So we had smoky days again because of the forest fires on the west coast. Cafe sketch at the favorite cafe in New Westminster, the Sapperton area. And yeah, some artifacts such as ferry tickets and supermarket receipts as memories for the future. So that's it. Alright, so thank you so much for watching this sketchbook tour video, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, please click like and leave me a comment below. Subscribe to my channel so you can see 2 to 3 new videos every week on my channel. And I will see you again very soon next time with a tutorial video. Enjoy your day, everyone. Bye!